small, some are big, some we like them, some are having the beautiful color, some are having the beautiful feathers, some are having the different size and shape. Okay, and by that they are differentiate from each other. Now in this lesson what we have to learn? We have to learn which are the parts of body of bird, then types of feathers, types of their beaks, claws, okay, and their feeding habits. We have to see in this lesson. Start from the parts of a bird's body. Let's see the picture on the board. Have you seen? Okay, in that what you have observed, wings are there, claws are there, beak it is there, eyes, that all, tail it is there, feathers, body feathers, flight feathers, everything shown in the picture. You have to recite all the names of the body parts of the bird. Okay. Now we have to see why these parts for this bird's body. Because see, now bird's shape is the boat-like. Its shape is the boat-like. Why it is like this? Birds are flying in the air. Yes, birds are flying in the air. While they are flying, they must have to cut through the air and then they have to fly. Air is passing in the surrounding, yes, in the atmosphere. They have to fly upside. So when they are flying, they must have to cut through the air. So what they are doing, they are cut through the air and flying in the sky. Getting? That's why they are having the boat-shaped body. They are having the strong muscles, wings. Wings has attached to their body for the flying, and they are having the hollow bones. If they are having the strong bones like us, then they cannot be fly upside. We are having strong bones, but birds having the hollow bones in their body. That's why what they are doing, they are flying in the sky easily because they are having the hollow bones. They are having the different types of feathers also. Okay, that also we have to see in the next topic, which feathers are there, which type of feathers are there. Okay, so this is the related to the bird's body. Bird's body having the boat shape structure. It having the boat shape, okay, for flying. Bird's tail act as a rudder. By that, bird can change the direction in the sky. With the help of tail, bird can change the direction while flying in the sky. It helps to changing the direction in the sky. Okay, tail act as a rudder. Tail act as a rudder. It having the well-formed wings and strong muscles. With the strong muscles, wings has attached, well-formed wings has attached to the bird's body. And when that wings are strongly attached to that body, that's why they can fly in the sky. Next point we have to see, that is the types of feathers. The types of feathers. There are the three types of feathers. There are the three types of feathers. See, first, flight feathers. Flight feathers, long and flat wings having on the long and flat. It will having the structure long and flat. Okay, and it present on the wings and tail. It present on the wings and tail. Position of this flight wings and tail. It helps into the flying. It helps to the fly in the sky. For flying it helps. That's why these all the feathers present on the wings and tail. Okay. Next part is the body feathers. Next part is the body feathers. That body feathers cover the whole body. and give the shape to the bird's body. Shape I have told, boot shape. So that shape has given by this body feathers. It covered the whole body. Next part is the down feathers. Down feathers are the small and fluffy. It having the small and fluffy and cover the all body of the birds, and it keeps the bird's body warm. It keeps the bird's body warm. So these are the types of feathers. Now we have to see the next point. Now students, we have to see the beaks. Okay, birds does not have a teeth. They are having only beaks. Okay, so they are eating the food with the help of beak only. But different birds having the different type of food, on that basis they are having the different types of the beaks. Now we have to see the types of beaks. From that first, strong, sharp and hooked beak. Strong, sharp and hooked beak. Eagle, vulture and kite eat the small animals like frogs and snakes. They are eating the small animals like frogs and snakes. So by that they have to tear them. That's why they are having the strong, sharp and hooked type of beak. With the help of hooked beak, they can tear their food. Getting? They are called as birds of prey. They are called as birds of prey. They are hunting to others. No? They have a strong, sharp and hooked beak to tear in the flesh of those frogs and snakes. So here in the picture you have to observe the which type of beak they are having. Okay. Next one. The type is short and horny beak. Type is short and horny beak. See, sparrow, pigeon and peacock. They are having this type of beak. They are eating the grains, seeds and nuts. Seeds and grains. Okay, and nuts also. So what they have to do? They have to crush the hard nuts and hard shell of that nuts. That's why they are having short and horny beak. Observe it. How it is. It is short and horny beak. Now third type is the short and curved beak. It is short and curved beak. If you have observed the parrot, then you will understand it having very short beak, but it is very strong and curved. Why it is? What parrot's food is? The parrots eats the nuts and bite the hard fruits. So that's why it having the hard shape, means it having the curved shape to cut the fruits or cut the nuts. Understood? Observe these two beaks also. Now we have to see the next type of the beaks. See. Now students, see the next type is strong, heavy and chisel shape. Strong, heavy and chisel shape. A woodpecker's beak is the strong, heavy and chisel shape. Do you know about the woodpecker? Yes, I know that. Woodpeckers makes the hole into the bark or into the stem of the tree, trunk of the tree. So it having the strong, heavy and chisel shape. So easily it can insert into the bark or insert into the tree trunk. By that making hole, woodpecker eats their food, means which insects are inside that it can be eaten by the woodpecker. So it having this type of beak. Next one, that is long and slender beak. It having for the hoopy bird. Okay, hoopy bird. Hoopy birds. This long and slender beak helps the hoopy bird to find out the insects which has lie or which has hidden into the barks. Okay, that's why it having the long and slender beak. Next type is, now see the student. Sixth type is broad and flat beak. Duck and goose have a broad and flat beak with tiny holes. take muddy water with insects in their beak. The muddy water flows out from the tiny holes, leaving behind plants and insects inside the beak. 7. Long, thin and curved beak. A sunbird. See in the picture. A sunbird has a long, thin and curved beak. This kind of beak helps it suck the nectar, means sweet juice of flowers. Hummingbirds also have this type of beak. Number 8. Short and broad beak. Swallows have a short and broad beak. They eat the tiny insects. Their mouth and tongue are very sticky. These birds keep their beaks open while flying. Thus, tiny flying insects get stuck into their mouth and eaten by that swallow bird. So, here all the types of beaks we have completed. Now see the students' feet and claws. All birds have 2 feet. Each foot generally has 4 toes that bears claws. Birds use their feet and claws to walk, hop around, protect themselves from the enemies, catch and hold food. First type is the perching birds. Some birds have toes that help them hold the branch of the tree very firmly to rest or even sleep at night without falling. This act is called perching, and these birds are called perching birds. See in the picture, 3 toes are in front and 1 toe is behind. Pigeon has shown. Perching birds like crows, sparrows and pigeons have 3 toes in front and 1 behind. These toes curl around the branches to hold it firmly so they can sit there easily. Next type is the preying birds or birds of prey that we have seen when pigs. We have seen vulture, then kite. These are the birds of prey. Birds like eagles, hawks, vultures and owls are flesh eaters. These are called preying birds. These birds have very strong and sharp claws for catching and tearing flesh of small animals like toads, mice and rats. Their strong and sharp claws are called talons. Third, climbing birds. See, parrots and woodpeckers have 2 toes pointing upwards and 2 toes pointing downwards. They use their toes to climb up and hold on to the branches of trees. They are called climbing birds. See in the picture what is the structure of their toes. Next one is 4. Scratching birds. See, hen is a scratching bird. Birds like hens, peacocks and quail use their feet to dig the ground in search of buried seeds and insects. When seeds and insects are in the soil, they are scratching from the soil and then they are eating. They have 3 toes in front and 1 at the back. They have front and at back with sharp claws. 5th, see, it is the swimming bird. Water birds like ducks, geese and swans have webbed feet to swim in water. They have 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. The 3 toes in front are joined by skin, giving wave-like appearance. See these in the picture. The web feet help them paddle and push water while swimming. 6. Wading birds. Birds that can walk over shallow water are called wading birds. Yes, cranes, herons, paddy birds are wading birds, and they have thin and long legs. with wide spreading toes. Running birds, ostrich, cassowary are the running birds. They cannot fly. They have a long and strong legs for running. So students, now watch the all birds which are around you and observe their feet and claws.
Dear students, we have to see that like us, bird need a home to live in. The home of bird is called a nest. Birds build nest at safe places to first protect themselves from harsh weather, second lay eggs and sit over them till the baby birds come out, and third protect their eggs and nestling from the enemies and harsh weather. Newborn birds do not have feathers and they are weak. Their eyes are closed. The parent birds protect and feed the nestlings. They leave the nest after the nestling grow up to feed and fly on their own. Okay, so different birds make their different types of nest, and we have to take the information about the different types of nest. Student, now we have to see the sparrow. Yes, it makes its nests in houses, trees or any other protected places. It uses grass, leaves, straw and cotton to make its nest. Pigeon also makes similar nest. Hey students, see, it is the tailor bird's nest. It sieves the leaves with its beak to make its nest. It uses thread, wool and vegetable fibers to sew its nest. It looks like a tailor's shilai, we can say silai. Okay, so we are saying that it's a tailor bird, act like a tailor. See, it is. Now we will see the vulture and eagle. They make their nest on high trees. The nest look like a shallow cup, and they use the sticks and twigs to make their nest. See this picture. Now it is a woodpecker. The woodpecker uses its chisel-like beak to make a big hole in a tree trunk. This hole is used as a nest. It lines the hole with the wood chips to make the nest cozy. See, it is picture. That is woodpecker and the newborn baby. Now see, it's the weaver bird. It uses grass and twigs and ties them into knots to make its nest. The nest is strong, big and hangs from the branch of a tree. The entrance is at the lower end of the nest.